Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya to all my PPY family and the global family of the world. Brother, sister of this globe. Today we are going to talk about a little bit about the children and their study, their mental state of consciousness. Today Guru Mai is going to tell something about you. He is going to talk.
I welcome
Yes.
you all. Hope you are doing well. And we are not able to see who else are joining here today.
Yeah, let
Because
all the people
Okay,
join,
okay,
and
yes.
they are joining.
Shweta
Yeah,
has joined. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
and Samil is going to play a background music with us today.
Meenakshi,
Yeah, welcome
Sangeeta
everything.
ji,
Yeah,
welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to
you
the
go
session.
ahead, then I'll join again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Shamil, for joining us with his musical gift today. So we will meditate with his music. He has prepared something specially for today. Ajay ji, Om Namah Shivaya. Sanjeev ji, Om Namah Shivaya. And if I am missing someone, so please take my Om Namah Shivaya. And I know you all are always present. Without watching the screen, I can take the name like Anmol, Sanjay ji, Anjana ji, Shweta, Sangeeta, Ashok ji, everybody is there. And Om Namah Shivaya. Today, I have got some request since I am handling the response of our sessions. So I've got request to speak about something of today's children. And children must be very optimistic about meditation. Parents are having little bit problem to convince them. So this is their concern that we should talk about something about this topic. Om Namah Shivaya, Amit ji. Om Namah Shivaya, Ashok ji. And very surprisingly, I am here, but Guruji will join me later on in this session. Thank you so much. And so the most important question I have got, and we thought we should talk about all these things because these are very practical problem nowadays people are facing, and especially new parents. Sonia ji, Om Namah Shivaya. New parents, growing parents, and grown parents. This is the concern of every age of parents, those who are new parents, those who are growing parents. So I think meditation is a subject is very important for everyone, and especially in children. It is said that if you know Dalai Lama and so many other our sentences said that if a child start meditating right from the age of 8, then in this earth there would not be any crime, any discomfort. So this is a very big statement, and I would like to just recheck my voice is audible to everyone or not, because I'm always concerned about my voice because Guruji's voice is too much excellent, but I'm little bit soft. So please, if you are not able to listen me, please make it a point, then I can do something more. So I was talking about the meditation in children. So in PPY family, we are damn sure each and every child are really doing very well, and they are meditating. But sometimes in each of us facing this problem. Sometimes to convince, it's very difficult to convince because they want to question you each and every time why I should do this and what is the benefit. If I sit quietly, how can I get everything? So especially teenage children, those who are 8 to up to adolescence, I can say, they are they would not question you, but they can follow. Okay, fine, I'll say it, I will do. But teenager have lots of question. have lots of questions. Why I should do, and what should I get, and all these things. So I received so many questions. I mean, so many queries. How we can convince children to do meditation, and because nowadays whatever we have learned from our childhood, it was automatically. We didn't very aware of learning all these things, because our parents used to say, okay, you have to do puja every day, then we are doing puja. We never asked why we should do, but now time has changed and we have to accept that change, because it's obviously a very different age of computers, age of networking, and children have lots of divergence apart from studies. We have divergence only without net, like we used to do our entertainment through our music, and sometimes watching pictures and all these things. And 80s we received television, so by that time our background was stable, so whatever we learned, it was all hands-on experience. But now they are learning more digitally than hands-on experience. So how can we rear that hands-on experience to our children? That is the most important thing. And that hands-on experience is our responsibility. Our, in the sense, we are growing parents. We are not grown parents. We are growing parents. We are actually bringing up our children. This it. But only giving food, only taking about the studies, only taking care about the needs is not the responsibility of a parents, of aware parents. I think it's not only the responsibility. These are understood work we have to do, because they are our own child. They are our own beings. So these are very normal thing to taking care of studies and taking care of their needs. But we must understand the need of the hour, which is very, very different. Because now what actually children are missing is the emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is like when we were in our childhood, we used to receive our guests, and guests were not supposed to call us. They all of a sudden reached to our house, and we used to welcome, and we never saw a single sprinkle in the face of our parent that they are very uncomfortable of coming the guest. And so we learn that from our own parents. So whatever the reaction of parents, that we learn, we as a children learn at that time, right? But now if somebody is calling you that I'm going to come, then your response in the phone is yes, please come. And after when you put off the phone, then you start discussing, oh my God, I have to arrange this, I have to arrange this, I have to arrange this. And the little one is wandering in front of you, and that child is listening every response. Not only listening, they are actually noticing your response very silently. And that is the thing which takes place into their internal mind, and they are rearing this emotion throughout their life. So this is the problem. I'm not actually blaming the parents, but this is the real thing. this may happen with us too. I'm not excluding me, obviously, because we are in this generation and this is the problem. But we are not supposed to discuss the problem. We are here to discuss whatever is the thing, the consequences, whatever the consequences is there, we have to accept, and we have to do whatever we can do through our knowledge, through our experience, through our learning. And that we can do only by meditation. Not only meditation, in PPY meditation is not only sitting in a posture, concentrating in the mind, concentrating in something, and you just have so many techniques and all these things. This is not PPY meditation. It's completely lifestyle meditation, completely lifestyle, because when we see anybody is not following some kind of our parameters, like we want to be unconditional, we want to be you must know how to appreciate somebody, you must practice gratitude, you must practice mindfulness. If we see then somebody is missing out, we definitely point it out that you are missing in this point and you have to read that. This is the reason we are doing, only because you should transfer this quality to your children, not for you only, not for you. So whatever we are speaking here, whatever we are discussing here is not only for the parent, the listener, but also just you must transfer to your next generation. So this is the question. This was the so many responses I have got to talk about how they should convince their children to meditate. So meditation, when you start asking your children that beta, you must do all these things, don't try to impose that thing. First you have to give your example, how you are doing, because they must have a question that if you are doing, then why you are shouting at me, right? So they have lots of question, because this generation children are full of question. So I think you need to answer. You don't need to irritate about that, or don't need to be very you don't need to be very to feel them to make them feel that you are senior and they are junior, that's why they should know what to listen to you, right? At that point you have to be very, very compassionate, because they are here after you, and you have a chance to learn first, and you have a chance to share also, right? So I think we have this responsibility, and as a parent we must do. And the first thing you have to impose into the mind, those who are in adolescence, that everything we cannot get from book, everything we cannot learn from book or from classes or the marks or the percentage or the grade you are getting. It doesn't mean that you are getting everything or most important thing in your life, right? So they must be convinced in this way. You have to be little bit scientific, you have to be a little bit logical also, because spirituality is completely logical thing, and if you understood, then definitely you can make them understand also. So first of all, you must tell them that this is very scientific, and not only scientific, this is very proven. Science only can prove that is not the matter. This has been proven by our ancestors, and they have lived a very cool, successful life. That's why we are doing this. At least for the children who are not able to understand all the pros and cons of meditating and all. And first thing, this is the first thing you can tell them, that some knowledge we get from our ancestors, some knowledge we get from our own experience, and some knowledge uh, which is very invisible but very important for life. So that you cannot find any book. The book you can find only in our mythology like Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, and all this thing. So I'm not telling you to read all those books. I'm not telling you to start reading Ramayana. I'm very sorry that because these are very long things and you have your own studies. I'm only telling you just to sit quietly for 5 minutes. That's it, right? Second thing is you must make them understand that emotion has a great role in your life, because if you are aware of reporting of many research, and we are actually connected with so many psychological research institutes nowadays, not only in India but in some of the universities, they are introducing some courses which is related to emotions, and they are giving these names of happiness course or maybe mindfulness course, and they put all these subjects under psychological department, right? And now they are giving a kind of subject matter, and they are rearing these things through subject. Now they are grading this, how what kind of degree you are having of happiness or things like that. And we are quite surprised that these are the very natural thing we used to practice right from our childhood, and now people are getting degree of all these emotions. Now IIT, IIM, or all the prestigious institute, those who are very acknowledged, they are acknowledged for their scientific research and all, they have also introduced spirituality, happiness courses and grooming courses, and those are mandatory for them to follow. So I think this is the thing. The most pathetic thing is that we only follow those things when some foreign universities or some other universities are accepting the thing, and when they are imposing on us, and then we start following. And these are the things which we know right from our childhood: how to be emotional, how to rear happiness, how to be mindfulness, how can we practice kindness, and these are day-to-day life in our childhood. Now we have to make them understand what is kindness. If you ask them, initially nowadays awareness has increased, but if you say somebody that okay, your cousin is coming, now you have to share your room or your toys or something like that, then your child is still not very accepting zone of all these things, and they thought, oh my god, how many days they are going to stay with us and all. They, irrespective of the importance of their coming, they are more concerned about their themselves, their comfortability, their all these things, and this is the reason now people are emotionally dried up. This is the very serious thing. Even in our context in India, it is little bit less, but in other country it's too much, because we are connected with so many our global sisters, and they used to discuss about so many teenage problem, like if parents guests have come, they are not going to meet they are not going to come to meet that guest, because they have their own life. They don't want to be get disturbed by any kind of guest and all these things. And now they are realizing what is the importance of rearing emotion and kindness and all these things. So now our main subject is how we can impose the importance of meditation in our children in our day-to-day life. So from today to I think to 5 days we have, 4 days we have, and we are going to discuss on this topic because we have got lots of questions and lots of problems they are facing now, and this is the high time they can use these techniques into their children, and they can get good result, good they can transform their children from whatever they are now. And I think it is a must. Every parent should take this very seriously, because we have been in a generation where we were not very distracted. Now children are very distracted, and we have no control over that, because it's a reality, it's a fact. So we whatever we want to do is that we want to be we want to see them in a good alignment, and that alignment can come only if we help them, rather not being a parent but a co-journeymate. We can be a co-journeymate with our children. So we are really worried about if in our house, in our children, it is already imposed, because they have been practicing us consciously, unconsciously with us. But I am more concerned about the children who are not in this kind of atmosphere, and they are not they are not actually able to access the things what they actually do. If anybody is interested, but they have no idea where to go, how to do, and they are a little bit confused also, right? So I think Guruji will take some classes also, and I am here just to discuss, because just to give you an introduction why it is important, and why it is important for our next generation, because we have developed a power to understand each and every adverse situation in a very matured way. But these children are really developing a kind of mindset of that we have to be like this only, and the result we are facing sometimes, like they are very emotional, dried up. They are not caring about surroundings, they are not bothering about surroundings, because they are having entertainment at their tip only, right? So I think we need to think of that, and we need not to worried about, because we are very optimistic about that if children are God has given them in a very pure soul. God has sent them with a very pure soul, and this is our duty. How can we maintain that purity? And if we are connected with each other, and we know how to rear emotion, how to rear mindfulness in them, definitely they are not going to distract. And those who are not able to imposed it in their childhood, they still have time, because they can be a friend, parents can be a friend to their children, and just discuss it like a very important matter, very logical matter, and they can impose it. And we have lots of techniques, we have lots of not rules and regulations, but we have very simple tips, you can say, very simple tips, where our children can easily which our children can easily follow, and of course they would be benefited too. So I think these are the things. So I was planning to talk to you, and today I am just giving Guruji the screen. I'm over to him, and he will start some kind of meditation, how children can be benefited, and how children can be emotionally connected. They are convincingly they should do meditation, how they they can accept it wholeheartedly, not by force, not by like my parents is saying, that's why I'm doing. No, they must be very convinced, they must be very confident about that, and they must develop a kind of responsibility that okay, this is our responsibility to spread this knowledge to our generation. So they should be very convinced about that. So knowing the self, knowing the actual mind process, the mental process, you can say, actual mental process, which is the need of the hour. And only bookish knowledge, only degrees, certificates is not going to do it, not going to design a beautiful life. So for this you need a good amount of a good circle, like-minded people, and only 5 to 10 minutes meditation, and rest of the day you not only it's not doing meditation, you have to be being meditation, being in the form of meditation. So this is PPY meditation, So I'm just passing the screen to Guruji for next 15 to 20 minutes meditation, and I want that more and more young people should join to experience this. Thank you so much, and please listen to Guruji.
Yes, every day we will come with this matter, we will come this issue, and we'll talk about the mental health of the children. Because we are dealing with the children from last 20 years, you can understand. The children who is not even connected with the meditation world, the children from slum, children from villages, and very poor people who they are coming to us, and they learn meditation, they do meditation, and because of that meditation, now the children are working somewhere, they're earning something for themselves. And not only the earning matters, their value, their core value, their sanskara, their thinking, they're taking everything in positive way, and taking world as an opportunity to do something for the humanity. So these all the things we have given into their nervous system by doing meditation, by doing talking to the core value of our life. Because degrees and becoming so-called successful people, talking only under the same matter is not going to work. Because I have seen lots of people who is so-called qualified, and they have achieved some cadre for their life, like doctor or engineer or IAS. Maybe for the world they are successful people, but if you touch the life, if you see the life, very few people who they are engineer and connected, they are okay. Who they are doctor and connected, they are meditator, they have a social value, they have a core value, they have a wisdom, they walk with this, it's fine. But only success, only being doctor, only being an engineer is not going to work, because I've seen lots of people who is working like this. Their life is completely into the hell. They bleed always blood through their soul. If you touch their emotion, they're bleeding like anything. It's because of their health, because of their mental state of consciousness, because of the definition of success what they have acquired for themselves. They think that they are success, but they are success in the money, they are success in the getting home, they are success in the so-called, because other people are saying that you are success, but finding, if you see the condition of the home, the situation of the home, it's not good. It's not good. Why? Because they are staying in the surface world, they are staying into the outer world, they have not gone into the deeper side of the life. Deeper side of the life, when you go to the deeper side of life, you find something different, completely a different. We would love to talk to the children and what they should do.
Parents
for
also.
Yes, and the parents also, because once when I receive the children with parents, they come with the children to counsel, to talk to them. First, I would like to talk to the parents. Generally, I do this. But when I talk to the parents, then they understand what is the value and the meaning of the dhyana and meditation, what is life is. Then they, sift this knowledge and wisdom to their family. So today we are going to do something which is very much important for the children, and how we attract children to go into the wisdom world. How we attract to the children and asking them to do a meditation, because meditation is simply a good word for them. They have listened in their school, in the books, but finally if you ask them to do, or if you ask them to follow, it's very difficult to ask them, because it's not like. So please do one thing. We have worked on this for many years. We have a 20 years experience of teaching a dhyana and meditation with children, because completely we have an experience of the children, how we work with the children, and children of our home, children of the slum. There is a vast difference between that. Children in our home, at least they get some kind of knowledge from themselves, and here and there they listen. But you can understand the children from the slum, they don't have any environment. Meditation is completely a new alien for them. But these kind of children are now okay, they are working for themselves, they're working for family. If you go, they will touch your feet, and they talk very sweetly to you. They have a complete fantastic life for themselves. Once I'll tell you the one story, that once teacher gave an assignment to the children, what do you want to be in your life? One day the children given the assignment to the children in the class, that what do you want to be in your life? So all the children, they have given their own expectation from their life, just like some told that I want to be a teacher, I want to be a policeman, I want to be in an army, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer. But one children among the 40 children, he wrote that I want to be a good human being first. So teacher told Raju or John, I think you didn't understand the assignment what I told you to write. Then Raju told teacher, I think you didn't understand the life. This is the biggest question. This is the biggest example I can understand. Even the school, they are conditioned to understand and listen the stereotype answer, the stereotype success, the stereotype so-called successful people. They are not able to listen. They are not habituated to listen the good human being and what is a good human being, because they themselves are not being introduced by the definition of what is good human being. So this is the needs of the time, and for the entire world, for the entire parents, and for the entire children of this world, to giving a good world and experiencing a good life, and raising the global consciousness. This is what Parampran Yoga is doing from last 20 years. So today I'm going to ask you to ask your children to meditate. How you're going to say that? Just start with this. I'm telling you, this is the point now, coming into the final point. Just start with this. Ask your children to go on the rooftop in the morning and ask him to listen the sound of birds, and give them a pen and paper and ask them, he has collected how many kinds of voice of the children, of the birds. Just ask them to write this. Every morning, ask them, my dear son, my dear Babu, my dear baby, please come to the rooftop, see the blue sky, see the sun, and you be also with him or her, and ask him, please close your eyes and open your ear. Please close your eyes and open your ear. When he started like this, when he starts to doing like this, then what happens? He started listening. First, the voice is coming by immediate environment. Immediate environment, they listen some kind of, pigeon's voice, or some sparrows there, some parrots are there. But after few minutes, they will start listening a bird's voice even far from them, because children are not even in the position to listen. So we have to make them a good listener first. We don't have to work on they should be a very good speaker, or they should work very profoundly. Then we should ask them, please become a good listener. When he started doing this kind of practice to listening birds, then it will shift from bird to their own soul. So this is the perfect techniques. Every day I'll tell you the different kind of techniques to getting introduced a fantastic world, a completely spiritual world to your life. And ask them to call to their whole family member. Ask them to talk to on video call to whom you are connected with them. Ask them to invite them to your home. Ask your children to go to your family's relations' homes, so that these kind of things, until if you are not maintaining this, you are creating a mental disaster. Completely a mental disaster for the children if you are not doing this. It means this is the high time because this whole world is becoming a synthetic. Whole world is becoming like a plastic. There is no value of the emotion. Emotion is bleeding like anything. So we must work on this. Today, we'll do some small meditation for only 5 to 10 minutes. And after that, every day we'll come with a new subject for the children. And this will be a completely children's episode we are going to make at. Please sit in your comfortable place wherever you are. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what are the not good quality is in me? Where I'm lacking? What are my weaknesses is? Please calculate or remind your weaknesses. You're not good on it. Please inquire yourself. Inspect yourself. What are the shortages I have within me? What I am not good at that? Because we always think we are good in everything. And while doing this, we always miss the greatest point on which you have to work. So please remember what are the weaknesses I have in my personality. And honestly, please accept that. Take a long breath, release it very carefully, and talk to self, inquire self, let me search where are the scraps are there in my personality, where are the garbages, what kind of bad habits I have. Really, genuinely, I have to work on this. Until unless I am not doing a true meditation. Meditation should not be simply an activity for relaxing and peace, but it should be an act for completely changing your whole life. Until if you don't work on your weaknesses, your foundation will be always weak. So you have to build a fantastic, a great palace as your personality if you work on your weaknesses. This is the great time to realize and understand who you really are. God has given you this quarantine time to quarantine yourself within. There is a two kind of quarantine. Quarantine is outside, and you must utilize an opportunity to quarantine yourself within. So quarantine, you are protecting yourself by wearing mask and washing your hands all the time. These are the outer hygienity which you are maintaining for keeping you alive. But what about the mental hygienity? What about the soul hygienity? What about your mind hygienity? And this hygienity you can only maintain when you work for your weaknesses. If you are jealous, you accept, yes, I am jealous. If you are not able to appreciate anybody's work, you please accept, yes, I am not good at. If you are selfish, accept this, yes, I am selfish. If you are not good speaker, you don't have a good voice, you speak very rough, you work on that. You accept this, yes, I have. If you're thinking on this dark side of your life, if you think on this dark side of your being, then only you can put the light on this. If you're not working on this, if you're covering it every day from your being, from your childhood, how it's going to be clean, be lighted. Meditation is not to, increasing light and light and light for oneself. But meditation is to focus on the place where you have a dark side of your life. Please work on this. Chant with me. quiet. With quietening mind, you can quiet your life. With quietening mind, you quiet your entire personality and the entire world. Until unless your mind is not quiet, you are radiating the same frequency into this entire world. And the consciousness, the collective mind works on that frequency. So if you receive a quietening mind, if you want to receive a quietening frequency, the quietening energy work for you, you start with yourself first. Until unless if you are not working on mind, if you're not working on peace, if you're not working for the contentment for yourself, then everything what you work, it is not going to serve you. Thank you so much. Om Namah Shivaya. I do appeal, please do share this episode to each and everyone. Please ask your friend to share, because this is the need of the time. This is the oxygen for the children. This is not our fault. This is not children's fault. This is the fault of the entire media, entire world. What they are receiving, they are behaving like this. So we have to change the room. And how you are going to change the room? You have to change the room of their internal world. Thank you so much. Om Namah Shivaya. Hope you enjoyed.